When you braise beef, you transform tough, inexpensive cuts of meat into tender cuisine, and you do it with 3 simple steps. First, you brown the meat, then you surround it with aromatic flavors, and then you simmer it until it's tender. Remember this? This is a pressure cooker. Your grandmother had one of these until it blew up and left a hole in the house, which didn't faze my mom one bit, although it did scare the heck out of my brothers and I. But that was then. And this is now. And now, new generation pressure cookers are easy and speedy and tasty and healthy and downright trendy. You've got to use one of these. Although at the moment, it's still just an empty pot, and these are still beef shanks that are going to braise, and they need to brown first. Technically, you don't have to brown meat so you can braise it, but let's just say that it is strongly suggested because this is the only chance you're going to get to add brown flavor to the braise. Once liquid gets into this pot, the temperature drops straight out of the brown flavor zone. There's a lot of room for flavor in this pot, and there's a lot of different ways to get the flavor in the pot. I mean, when you're pressure cooking, you really just need to introduce moisture to the works. Any moisture. It could be wine, it could be stock or broth or fruit juices or beer or even tomatoes, because these beef shanks are heading for the pasta bowl. To get there, they'll braise in a simple tomato sauce with a couple of onions, some garlic, a couple of carrots, some oregano, a splash or 2 of red wine, tomato sauce. These are all relatively basic flavors, neutral flavors. Nothing really sticks its neck out here. So now's the time to add some aromatic personality. An aromatic herb, for instance. My favorite for pasta, oregano. A tablespoon or so. Followed by 1 neutral bay leaf. Every pasta sauce needs 1, and you'll miss it if it's not there. And a cup or so of whatever red wine happens to be open in your house today. Today's pressure cookers are completely different from their predecessors. This pressure cooker has no less than 1, 2, 3 pressure release valves and a safety gasket and some kind of locking mechanism here. In other words, this lid is not coming off. And as soon as the lid locks on, the pressure will start to build. You'll know it's happening because you can hear it. You will hear hissing and steaming. Just keep your heat on low and trust that all that invisible braising is going just fine. And it doesn't take long. In 15 or 20 minutes here, you'll accomplish what takes hours in your oven or all day in your slow cooker. And that's more than enough time to cook some pasta. Getting your dinner out of the pressure cooker is not as easy as just taking the lid off. You have to release all that pressure first. And there are a couple different ways to do that. You can simply turn it off and wait, or you can take the whole pot and insert it in cold water, or you can do what I always do. It's not called a pressure relief valve for nothing. Now you can relax. The pressure's off. It's back to just being a regular pot full of sauce. Absent a few finishing flavors, maybe something green, lots of baby spinach. And a handful of black olives. What a great way to dress up a bowl full of pasta. There are so many good flavors here, but what really comes through loud and clear is the freshness of those flavors, the brightness of those flavors, and that's all about the pressure cooker. When you cook things that quickly, they just don't have time to lose flavor.